there's a fight. What happens in the Awfully Cheerful Engine if there's a fight? I've talked about it in another video or so long ago about target numbers and difficulties. But a fight, when your character is fighting another character, you're not using, the game master doesn't assign a difficulty number. Instead, your attack, either your based on your brawn or your moves. Your brawn if it's a melee, hey. Your moves if it's shooting or a ranged attack. You check their moves, and essentially you roll to hit with your brawn or moves, or you're focused on that, and they roll to dodge based upon their move score. However, we have a number in the Awfully Cheerful Engine called the defense, and that's just an average. That's their move score times 3. You can go ahead and have them roll the moves if you like to roll dice. My precious, I must roar, my precious. Or you just use the defense to speed things up. Sometimes you're all about speeding things up. And so, there's that. Now, if you beat their move score, their defense score, you then do hit point damage. You damage their health. Everyone's got a health score based upon their stats. And based on your weapon attack or your type of attack, you do a certain amount of damage. It's usually based on your brawn score if it's a melee attack, or on the weapons number. Now there are some modifiers to this. So if you're doing a long range attack, then it's -1 die. So instead of rolling my 3 for my moves, I roll a 2. Now, if I have high ground, I might add a die. And so instead of rolling a 3, I roll 4. Now, what happens if my opponent is prone? They're on the ground. If it's a melee attack, I get a +1 on the die. But if it's a ranged attack, I get a -1. I take 1 away because it's harder to hit a prone opponent. Now, for every 5 points of your brawn, you do 1 point of damage. And so if your brawn is between 1 and 5 and you hit someone, you do 1 health damage to them. So they take that off their health. You go to 0 health, you're unconscious. In the Awfully Cheerful Engine system, you don't actually die. You're just knocked out or something like that. It's a fun game. It's not intended to be realistic. And so think of action movies that aren't particularly realistic. The hero gets shot and he never actually dies. Oh, it's a flesh wound. But in real life, oh shit, I'm hurt. And so be aware of that. Now, if you're using a ranged attack, it depends. The damage is going to depend on what kind of weapon are you using. I'm using a knife. Psycho. I've been hiding in the shower. A knife, I do 2 damage. I got a pistol. Ha-ha. Pistol's going to be like 3. A machine gun, 4. And so the damage, a grenade, 4. A bazooka, 5. So it really depends on what kind of weapon you're using. Spears might do 2. Swords might do 3. So there is a handy dandy chart in the book or in the Game Master screen, but it's a useful thing to have for you. Por thew. that you can check out. But either way, you just take off some damage. Now, recovery for your health loss, if you're not dead, and you're never dead, you get 1 point a day, but you could also spend a karma point, or you can use special abilities and focus and things like that just to get yourself back together. But that's how to use opposed actions or fight, fight. Dr. Phillips, smash. Live, trans, and prosper. Bye-bye.